Welcome to turn 6, 11:30 hours. In the last video I pointed out that I missed an artillery strike by the Japanese. This unit here was a 7 strength unit right there, and along with him would have been the 2 logical targets for the artillery, so he will take the hit. He was later hit again. So that's that taken care of. No advantage gained and no advantage to the Japanese lost. Turn 6 is a big turn. We've got 2 heavy reinforced battalions coming in. Currently we've landed 3 supported marine battalions, so this is going to increase our forces significantly. You've probably learnt the process by now. We start to the west and start drawing cards. The last thing I should say is it doesn't matter if none of your LVTs got damaged, which is highly unlikely. You will never have enough LVTs to land all of these turn 6 reinforcements. So I've elected to put the LVTs, to commit the bulk of the LVTs to R2, because the R2 approaches are still not clear. There are still positions firing into that water, whereas here where we've got a clear zone where the boys can wade ashore. So we start off over onto the right and we go drift 1 to the right and 3 and on the beach. Well, right out on a limb, and the LVT survives. Next, pivot right. So he's going to R1. And 3 steps and in the water, and 1 LVT. One of the 1 strength LVTs is destroyed outright. Next, no drift, 3 on the beach. LVT survives. Next, drift 1 left, 4 on the beach. I've got a mountain and that's going to have to be dealt with. Thank God they're in command. LVT takes a hit. Can't end the turn with more than 2 units stacked. The tank, this is important. Drift 1 left. Damn. Only 1. An inland. We really need a 4 strength tank unit so that we can start barraging. No drift. Oof. So only 2 points make it and an LVT is destroyed. And it'll be C company, C12, 2 make it, no drift. Inland 2. Oh dear. Okay, well, that's where he got to. That might accelerate our attacks on that tank. Here we only have 2, the rest will be wading. So we have this fellow, drift 1 to the left, the LVT survives, but L38 is halved down to 2 points and lands on the beach. And the tank over here, drift one left and destroyed. Wow, we have not gone well with the tanks. 1 pip out of the 3. And the rest will wade. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. And at least they're safe from everything but artillery fire. That's the landing sequence. Not so good. Now for the event card. Smoke obscures beach, no fire from D positions. Ah, okay. So he is smoke, and I'll just put 1 on that brown to know that those coastal brown positions, those coastal D zone sector positions, no smoke. Now Japanese fire card. Yellow, double, purple, and a blue R. Let's start over on beach R1. We have yellow. That yellow position fires that yellow, so that doesn't hit him. This yellow position will lose its disruption marker. No other yellows over there. Double purple. That purple position fires into here, but he's not a double. And that purple position is empty. Blue R. Blue R, the old reinforce action. For a coastal, US units in he would resupply, otherwise nothing. So he's going to do nothing. That's nice. It's an occupied position, blue, not an unoccupied position, so nothing more happens there. So that beach is clear. Now we come over to this section. Yellow does nothing. Yellow here is clear. Yellow up here can shoot, steady fire. He is a diamond, symbol is a triangle, so he shoots and misses. Double purple. He's a single purple, we've just cleared that purple, so we get away with purple. Yellow would have fired out here, but it's from that position, and put these guys in danger, but in the water, but we've cleared the yellow position. Blue R. Well, we've finally cleared that blue position. Blue R here is in smoke and is already reinforced. Blue here is outside of 3 hexes from us, so nothing happens, and redeploy actions don't take place from coastal blues until turn 11. So we actually got through that fire card unscathed. No second event phase, our moves. I'll start over here on R1. I'm going to spend an action on these 2 engineers, 3 strength points, plus the free action of Major Ryan is 7. 10, he's not doubled, so we should have plenty. Demolitions we have. Artillery we don't have. We can use the hero. So we have the weapons more than doubled. We destroy the depth marker, and we disrupt him. And we should be able to finish him off next turn. Remove the disruption marker off Rixie, and that's it over on R1. Over here we have on R2 and R3 we have more options thanks to the headquarters. These guys landed here, B Company of the 1st Battalion, and they're going to immediately before the Japanese react fire at this coastal position. So he is doubled behind the wall. Flamethrower we don't have, so we are greater but not double, and we don't have the weapons. The Japanese unit gains a depth marker. That didn't. Oh, let's get one that's actually turned face down. So we've revealed him, and he just got stronger. So that was that didn't work out quite so well. Here, I'd moved him up so that we could try and have a poke at him. I just hope we don't get the same result as we did there. So we are going to shoot 7 because he's in command, plus use the action on him and his adjacent. 10 versus 3 doubled is 6. We have the weapons. Attack strength is greater but not double. Unit is alone. It is defeated and withdraws into the eliminated units box. So that attack was a success. Now we have he's fired. So this fellow can move and will occupy the position. We really do need to do something about this. Going to move the engineers forward into that position. We're going to have a go with the tank. We will once again, because it's 2 against a revealed, we can barrage a revealed inland position, but because we're only 2 points and he has a depth marker, we need the symbol on the tank, which is a triangle, and we need the colour of him, which is red. It's about a 1 in 6 chance. We're trying to roll a 6, so we need red and a triangle. And we got the triangle, but not the red. Would have been nice if we could have disrupted him. Yay. I'm going to move the headquarters into there. If we need a weapon, he'll be able to provide it. My third action, because I used 1 over there. Oh no, I've used all 3 actions, haven't I? Okay, that would have moved the tanks up. Okay, here, going to use the headquarters to activate all 3 units and have a go at him. It's 16 points. Oh, flank. 16 points. He's doubled. So we do not have the weapons because he needs a flank. flank and bazooka. We've got the bazookas. But flanking means we need to be not just attacking him from 2 hexes, we need to be attacking him from 2 hexes that aren't adjacent to each other. So either he needs to be there or he needs to be there. So it is attack strength at least double, no weapons. We're way more than double him at the moment, but we don't have the weapons. So attack strength at least double. Japanese are disrupted. That's all that happens. So we've revealed him and disrupted him, but that's all we managed to do. A flank. Okay, and I've now activated all of these units. So I'm going to move the engineers in to support F Company of the 2nd Battalion. And apart from headquarter moves, no, that's us done. Turn 7, we begin with the amphibious phase. So these units keep wading towards the beach, 2 hexes at a time. And now it's the event phase. Semper Fi, conduct 1 extra US action this turn. So we get 4 actions this turn. That's nice. Take that. I'll just put an extra one out there to remember. Japanese fire phase. Turn 7. We reveal another one of these bastards, and it's the A, the assault action. So we've got double yellow P, red and brown R. Gee, that R action comes up every turn. Double yellow. I don't think there is a double yellow. There is. There's a double yellow position right here. So he will fight P. Double yellow P. Inland. He will patrol, disrupt all US units in his field of fire. So he is disrupted by that P action. No other double yellows. Red. Now it gets ugly. Now it gets ugly. We will start on this side just for the simplicity. Red fires out to there, so he does nothing. And this red's going to fire. And both of these units will be hit because they're in intense fire zones. Thankfully, they're not disrupted because he is a revealed position. Red over here, steady fire. He is a triangle, symbol is circle, so we don't get hit. So that's the reds on here, and I'll do R1 separately. Brown R. So we know that if there are American units in the field of fire, R means the coastals will resupply. We know they won't do anything if there are no units, and they will reinforce if unoccupied and within 2. So there are no brown units here. There are no brown positions are going to do anything there, so we can move over to R1. Double yellows, there are nothing. He's a single now that we got rid of him. His depth marker, red. We're outside of red's fire zone and it has no special actions and there's no artillery. I'm getting better. And brown, we cleared and occupied, and there's no other brown positions. So we copped a total of 2 hits and a disruption. Okay, our turn. Okay, we'll start turn 7's action phase over here. Mr. Ryan, Major Ryan, gets a free action. So his 7 strength infantry unit that has all weapons, more than double, he's destroyed and he can't get out. No line of communication, so he is gone out of the game. So that position's finally been cleared, and here Rixie's going to go in again against that unit to assault it because he needs to be close assaulted. Then over here, I'm going to spend an action to move him over here. We need to start getting more firepower points onto that. So that's that free action. That's 2 of our 4 actions for this turn. Here, I'm actually going to launch an attack 7 plus the 2 tanks which are in the extended field of fire. So that's 4 plus 4 is 7. And that's all the free actions. The tanks count as artillery. So we're 7, he doesn't get terrain effects, he's a tank. So we're 7 to 6, we're more than double. We reveal, ooh. So we're got the weapons, we're greater but not double. And that means that we eliminate the depth marker and disrupt the tank. So I'm glad I elected to do that now. So we're making some progress there. I think I'll move the headquarters back here. And that brings a whole lot of things into command. Over here, I am going to assault this position after finding out that it needs to be flanked. We're going in with the engineers and F company, and he can remove his disruption. It won't matter what order we conduct these 2 close assaults in, so we can do this one first. We would have had to have double flanked him. I'm glad I did that. So we get 2 for each, 1 for each pip, so 4 pips. Plus 1 for an engineer with a flamethrower. He gets 2 cards, 1 for each unit, plus 1 for being 4 points or more. He doesn't go first, we just get rid of the disruption marker. We're in a blue position, we're looking for blues. We get a hit, We destroy the depth marker and he loses a card, which would have been a hit. He hits us. We'll take the hit on the infantry. We lose a card, which would have been a hit. We miss. He misses and no event. And we hit. He withdraws into the eliminated Japanese unit box, and we took the position and we're disrupted, and I'm very, very happy about that. Do something similar over here on R1, and we might actually start securing some Japanese positions. To secure a Japanese position, you need to control the position and also have no Japanese fields of fire into the position. So thus far we haven't actually managed to seize a Japanese position and control it because of the other fire zones. 3 cards for the pips, 1 for the hero, 1 for the Japanese unit, plus 1 for the CC. He goes first, looking for yellow. He hits us. And we lose a step. And a card. We hit back. A yellow, we got him. He withdraws into the eliminated units box. We take the position. Disrupted. The remaining cards go back on the deck. And that's the end of turn 7. Turn 8, 12:30 hours. Amphibious phase is simply to keep wading these guys closer to shore. Then it's event. LVT commandeered for wounded. Lose an LVT step. That's not really a problem because we've done pretty well on the LVTs. Mark that down as a loss. Japanese fire card. Okay. Double yellow P, which is the patrol. So he does it again. This double yellow disrupts him. That's the second time. There are no other double yellows on the board. So we can move to purple. Purple is not a special action. We have a purple up here, but he's got nothing to fire at. We've cleared that purple. So purple's doing well. Purple over here. We're within 2 hexes of that purple, which is what tends to get special actions happening, but the special action is a star, which means if he deals out hits and he's still got any left over, he'll hit a leader unit like a hero or a HQ. So we get away with purple. Green R. That's an occupied position. The tanks. What are the tanks going to do with an R action? Overrun. So these tanks here, they will overrun if US units in field of fire. Then if at least 1 US unit is hit, move into hex occupied by nearest hit unit and close combat. Well, he can't do that. So, but this green tank can. He can fire at him because of the extended range. He could fire at them, and he could fire at them. So he's looking for a triangle. That's the symbol. Diamond, 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 circle. So he shoots and misses. Whew. Green are over here. He is an inland position. Nothing is in his field of fire, so he will redeploy. Move to the nearest unoccupied position. He hasn't got, he is 3 away, that would be 4 away, so it's not nearer, so he does nothing. So we got through another Japanese fire card unscathed. We've been doing pretty well there. So now it's on to our turn. Okay, over here I'm going to move Major Ryan into that position and destroy that heavy artillery. And move here, spend an action, move him in support, and then we can remove this disruption marker. And that's everything over on R1. Here. Still got 2 actions. The first thing we're going to do is use the headquarters to activate these 2 fellas worth 5 and that tank, sorry, worth 3 and that tank worth 5. We have 5 to 3, which is greater, and we have the weapons. He is destroyed and eliminated from the game. We will then move him up to occupy the position. This tank is going to be an issue. He's still sitting here at the moment. This tank can move forward. No, that's just inviting death. You can move over to here. He can move. He's already worked. Now the headquarters will move to there. Over here, still got 2 actions. Not much we can do here, but we've got this wave coming in, so I'm going to move him this way. Move the headquarters down to there. I'll do that last. I'll spend an action to move him up, and the second action to move him up. Then the headquarters can come back here, and we're done. Before I shut it off, should talk a little bit about the strategy that we now have to start thinking about. the victory conditions for the large scenario are that you have to, initially it was take 4 sectors plus 2 positions. Now it's take 3 sectors plus 10 positions. A sector is, if you notice, the D means it's part of D sector. That one's an E, it's part of E sector. D sector is sort of like in here and out to there. B sector up here, C sector all the way. I'm pointing to things and you can't see them. B sector's up here. A sector goes all the way along the coast and slightly inland. E sector is in here. Oops. F sector over on the Bird's Beak, and C sectors to the far south east of the island, way away from us, way over up there. Now it looks like we've made good progress, and I think we have, but to control a position, like I said earlier, you have to not only occupy it, but no Japanese unit can be firing in it. So we now control that brown position. Oh no, we don't, sorry, because the green tank can fire into it. But we don't control the blue position, we control the green position, we control the yellow position, and that's the only 2 positions we control over here. Over here it's a little better. We don't control this blue position yet because red can fire into it, but we control the yellow position, we control the brown position, and we control the green position. But purple and red can fire into that yellow one. So we currently control 5 Japanese positions, which is pretty good considering at the end of last turn we actually didn't control any, technically, because he was still firing into these 2. Blue was still dealing with that yellow, and we had the red tank, which was causing all sorts of problems over on R2 and R3. Plus we also had the blue position intact. So we're slowly getting there. If we were just playing the 10-turn scenario, we'd have 2 turns left to control another 5 positions. I actually think we might just fall short if that was the scenario we're playing. But we're playing the long scenario, 2 days in hell. So far so good.